Alright. Got a curse seed we're going to be doing here today. So this one, they're saying it killed a 45 win streak for them, and that it was what they think to be a potentially unwinnable Pyre of Dominion start. Okay, it looks like it. Wow, this got a lot of action here. Obviously, it's winnable because we've seen some people win it here, but there are some losses in the first ring here, it looks like, so could be a pretty brutal first ring potentially, which is one of those things where it's always, in theory, could happen with Pyre Dominion, right? But in practice, you never come across it that much, so it'll be interesting to see. Phoenix is certainly not the best champ to carry a run on it, or carry a ring one on its back, but it's at least better than like Icarus or not Icarus, Little Fade. I mean, imagine imagine any cursed seed Pyre Dominion where you don't get any reform, right? And say you get offered only Little Icarus and only Firelight Fade, and you have no reform or burnout extension, so you can kind of see that would be a much worse situation, right? But yeah, and I will say Shade Splitter is one of the more negatively affected starters from Pyre Dominion because it's really useful to the Umbra clan. So to not have it kind of sucks. So we'll give it a shot here. Also, I will say I haven't been uploading much this week because I did catch ye old coronavirus, the 19th COVID day of our Lord here, and boy, oh boy, did it suck. It, don't let anybody fool you. It is still pretty awful. May not kill as many people these days, but it is easily the worst sickness I've ever had in my life. I was bedridden for I think close to 30 hours. And when I say bedridden, it was not just laying in bed, but tossing and turning and burning up while also freezing and having a pounding headache and just being in intense pain all over my entire body and coughing and being short of breath and going insane because of the fever. So yeah, it pretty much sucked complete ass. So we got Dominion and Siphon, and which is, I guess, better than Fleshweaver, but still sucks. And then Loop, Strix, and Hollow, which is, I guess, something that I don't like, I guess. Alchemy is a card I like, but not if it's going to be a Curse Seed, or Cursed Ring 1, because obviously it doesn't do anything for me there. And Perils, I'm not on good terms with Perils lately. I am more and more moving toward it not being that good of a card. I don't know. It's certainly not good in Ring 1. And Miser, yeah, I mean, this is like a starter kit here of cards that are good, but not good in Ring 1. So, not necessarily a great start here. And again, cards that are not good in Ring 1, but are good later, 3 of these. Which really sucks, because honestly, Pyreborn is a clan I love to have Pyre of Dominion with, because they have a lot of cards at the uncommon tier that are great to get ahead of curve. You know, like Fan the Flame or Greed, for example, are really good ahead of curve. But on the flip side, you have cards like this, which are just horrible ahead of curve. I mean, Soul Smelter, you're never going to actually celebrate in a Cursed Ring 1 with these, right? Because you're probably leaking to the Pyre. And even if you're not, you're probably not even getting an egg from them. Maybe if you're really lucky, you get 1 egg. But for the most part, it's just an overcosted Razor Sharp Edge. A really overcosted Razor Sharp Edge. And Stuck Up, well, is basically, for the most part, just a worse Miser, because it's not priority draw, it has worse stats, it needs a floor. You know, you're not going to get the cooldown 3 to actually play again, unless you draw it turn 1. But even then, it's to match the 10 Avarice of Miser with one play of that, you would need 5 units on the floor, and obviously that's not going to happen. So it's bad. And then payoff is similar to like I've said with Holy Stone. Not good early, but really good late. But you need eggs, but it looks like we have eggs, at least. It's too bad there's no skip option here, because honestly I'd be open to it, but Soul Smelter, I guess, is the default here, just because it does something. Even if it's horrible, it's like, at least I get 10 attack out of it, and maybe I get an egg if I'm really lucky. I really don't see any other choice there. Ah, man, these are weak sauce, too. Definitely seeing the cursedness already. I don't know. I don't see how any of these are really that useful to us. I guess the Ember Cache. The Ember Cache at least gives us a way on redraw to play the Alchemy and Soul Smelter. I mean, so does Perils, but... I mean, obviously Feast is useless. Obviously Cave-In is basically useless. Yeah, nothing really to do there. Oh, yuck. So this is, we are approaching that theoretical, like, unwinnable Pyre Dominion start, right? Obviously we know people have beaten it, but these are the types of massively bad RNG that is needed for this to happen, right? Because it's like, if you think about every other possible Pyreborn unit that's available to us, and these two specifically pieces of shit are offered, very unlikely, on top of just the horrible other cards that have been offered, but, and the horrible starters that have been offered, but, yeah, I guess we're here. Magma Cultist, I guess? I don't know. I'm really not that big of a fan of this card these days. I mean, I have had runs where it's good, but it's just not that good in Ring 1. It's overcosted. It doesn't apply that much Pyrogel, especially in a Pyre Dominion deck. I mean, I guess we have these Ember Caches, so, like, we will have a string of incants eventually with them, but not during the fight, so we basically have to string that all together during the boss phase. But I mean, there's no other real choice here. I'm not going to take 2 more Misers. That's not going to win. Okay, I breathe a slight sigh of relief here. I had expected we would maybe see Shadow Eater and Morsel Master, which would be a lot more sad than this, but at least we have Crucible Warden here. Obviously, we have no Gorge effect, but at the end of the day, it's a 2-pip, 1 Ember, 20 attack, 30 health unit. That's pretty good. That should get us through this ring, I think. But this is a horrible start. But yeah, Crucible Warden is... a non-gorging Crucible Warden is hands down the best card in this deck. That's saying something. Maybe you could argue the Magma Cultist, but I don't really even think so. Not in Ring 1. Not with this deck. Alright, I suppose we just take Pyromaniac here to pair with the Magma Cultist. That should be okay. I'm trying to think. I guess I've never really... I don't run Pyromaniac that much. Like, when a unit gains Pyrogel, it gains +1 stacks. Does that mean I will get 4 stacks of Pyrogel if I have these 2 Magma Cultists on, or will I only get 3? I'm trying to think how the order of operations happens here. Like, do the cultists apply their Pyrogel independently, or do they just mash together and apply it at once? That's the question. I think it's independent, so I think I will get 4 stacks of Pyrogel, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Either way, this has to be the thing. We're not going to take Overlord. Overlord's a more greedy play. I do like Overlord. Overlord is my favorite Phoenix path, but not in a cursed Ring 1 like this. That is not the best. I mean, Odie's Totem, I guess, would help us play out the Alchemy and Soul Smelter, but we already have Ember Cache and Perils for that. We're Pyre Dominion, so we have a lot of deployment Ember that wants to happen, so, like, it is an active downgrade in that regard, like a pretty big downgrade. And honestly, if we get a hold of our Perils, or even like a consumer move Ember Cache, there's just really no advantage to Odie's Totem, and Yeah, Merchant of Steels with Umbra. I could see a world where we go to Merchant Magic here, Ring 2. This Merchant Magic's not quite so good. This one, not great because it's opposite a Vortex and a Well, though the Vortex with the Pyre Dominion isn't that useful. And a Merchant Arm sucks, so I could see us going here if we don't have a good dupe. Because there's a Horde and an Alco, so that Merchant Magic's technically pretty good. And the final one's really good. We got an okay chance at getting Holdover Perils, I would say. So definitely not Odie's. And the coffers, I don't know. It's just not going to be relevant until late game. You know, I do have the double Alchemy and Soul Smelter, but like I said, like, I'm still probably only looking at 4 to 5 eggs per ring, and if I don't get a Greed Dragon, there's really no reason to have expanded coffers. And if I get a Greed Dragon, I'm fine without expanded coffers anyway, because Greed Dragon's just really good. And I don't know, it's like there's a lot of trials I think we won't be able to take here. Like, I couldn't take a... I don't think I can take an Ember trial. Maybe I could, but... And I probably couldn't take a Mark of Invasion. I definitely couldn't take a Mark of Invasion. So, I don't know. I almost just want to skip here to get the gold, because we may have to skip a trial. Because our deck is so weak. And especially if I want to... the thing is, I could probably take a trial, one of those trials that I mentioned, but we're looking at Pyre health damage extra in that case. And then that makes it harder to hit a Merchant of Magic Ring 2, because I really... If you think about this Merchant of Steel, like, the only Umbra Banner unit that would be good for us is Morsel Maker. So if we don't hit specifically that, this banner is no good. And that the Merchant of Steel, the only upgrade right now that's good for us is Dualism. I mean, I could throw like a multi-strike on our Crucible Wardens and stuff, but that's pretty close to like putting it on a Train Steward, I would say. It's not that different, because we just... Even if I get... I don't even know... I would... Even if I get offered like Morsel card at this reward, it's not enough to support another Gorging unit, right? Or even to build around Crucible Warden. So I think there's a pretty good chance we go to this Merchant of Magic. I think we just skip this. Because again, this thing just doesn't give me any advantage early. It only gives me advantage late. I'm never going to be able to get that much eggs. Mark of Invasion. I just don't think this is worth it. Because, I mean, my entire game plan here right now is Lord Phoenix with Magma Cultist on the floor, and then Crucible Warden following that up on the top floor. And we probably want to set up mid anyway, because we need time to cycle back through the deck for the boss. And if we're going to get Scourge Shufflers anyway, I mean, I can take out like one of the Scourge Shufflers with my Phoenix ability, but other than that, I have no pings. I mean, that's another reason just not to take the Mark of Invasion. I have 0 pings. And this deck is really bad. There's no way we take it. This is why we take the gold, to allow for that type of shit. Alright, so I think most important thing is to get this floor set up, and then we'll put the Crucible Wardens and eventually Miser all in at the top. And we'll use our ability the next turn, that way we have it available for the boss. It's more important that I get the Ember Cache than these shitty Small Smelters out, plus I can do this and not take fire damage. So, yeah, we'll ping this. I mean, I could hit this as well, but I don't know. I might as well just take this unit out if this is going to die anyway. That way I don't have to take the 2 damage here. So, yeah, we'll do that. I think we can probably play Perils here. If we got Perils coming up, because my thought is Man, you know what sucks though? You know what? It's actually good. It's really good that. So this lurking miscreant, the Scourge Shuffler, is going to save our ass next turn because it will shuffle a Scourge into the deck, causing the deck not to redraw, which will then cause Ember Cache to be played before I cycle. So I can be pretty confident that we got a pretty good chance we can just play these perils. Might as well get them stacking now. I'll put it on the back unit, I guess, just so I get more hits in on the boss. Do that. And we'll do it again, because like I said, the deck is now mainly excavated embers. I'd have to low roll pretty hard not to get that, or at least a perils. I mean, it's pretty much impossible, actually, for me to not get something of that. Although I guess I still don't have enough magic to play all of these out. What's it? Probably better for me then to play this and this, just so we make sure that we don't bottom deck our shit. We also don't want to blow too many of these now before the boss gets here, but I can at least... Let's blow 2 of them so I can at least play this. Alright, let's not do any more. I don't want to draw any more. Alright, so let's start... It's kind of unfortunate. So where do we put these? Do we put them up here? I think we put them up here. They'll be better served up there. Nice. Though we still, like I said, we don't even get an egg out of that, but sure. Misplayed a little bit there. Probably should have let the Miser hit more times. So we actually get through that fight without taking any damage, which is nice. Pyre Ball for Calcified Ember or Lava Armor. Definitely leaning toward the Pyre Ball. I mean, I can see arguments for either. It's definitely not Golden Touch. Lava Armor gives us better Relentless fight capability. Also has more synergy with Lord Phoenix, but the Pyre Ball gives us our much needed ping in a very nice way. Gives us an incant and I think is solving more problems for us right now than a Lava Armor does. So I think we'll go Pyre Ball. Well, there is a morsel card offered here, but it's usually a good one. It's not good when it's your only morsel card, though, I would say. It's not bad, but the other cards are quite good. So I don't know that I would take Making of a Morsel here. It's not enough to make me want to go, for instance, to the Merchant of Steel. I think we're pretty set on the magic, given what cards just showed up. I'm honestly leaning toward the Mortal Trade. Which sucks because we're taking yet another Calcified Ember, but the Mind Collapse is a ping. It's a decent incant card. But, I don't know, 195 gold. I can reroll the magic if need be, and we're looking at either a holdover perils or a consume remove excavated ember. Either of those pretty much would make this Immortal Trade pretty easy to play, and then I just solve my defense in a big way with that. It also just makes, even if I don't get those things, which is a low roll already, right, to not get either of them, but even if I don't get them, I'm pretty much, as we saw at the end there, the deck is pretty thin on redraw, and the perils will be hit quite often, along with the Expiant Embers. It can be pretty easy to hit this. Plus, if I just only play it into the boss, it's really good. So I think we just take the valuable card here and take the Immortal Trade. And we might as well loot these. There's no sense greeting. We need every little help we can get right now. We're still, like, pretty weak. Alright, I guess we just take the Sharpened Teeth. I mean, Taskmaster's Lash, the only thing I can hit myself with is a Fireball, and that's a pretty big hit. Whereas Sharpened Teeth, that gives my Magma Cultists extra damage and my Miser extra damage. It's pretty relevant early on, and it doesn't give Lord Phoenix any damage. That's right. You look at Lord Phoenix's art, now look at Magma Cultist art and Miser's art, and you tell me which one's a dragon and which one's not. Yeah, apparently it's Phoenix who's not the dragon, the other ones are. Might as well call Crucible Warden a fucking dragon too. And we'll say Alchemy is not a hand. With that logic, but sure, we'll do that. Yeah, we're going right. We're going right. Alright, not great. Double stack, huh? I don't even have anything worth double stacking. I mean, you could say Immortal Trade, but that's... I think that's doing... It's a downside with the Ember Drain 4, because now I can play it with Ember Drain 2 sometimes and miss on the next turn and still be surviving, if you know what I mean. Let's see what's here. Interesting. I guess we take Zealot. I mean, it's not bad. It's not amazing. Certainly alright. I mean, it makes the next Merchant of Steel open up quite a lot. Yeah, I think we just take Zealot for sure. Maybe a little awkward to play it. I mean, right now, I don't know what the game plan is, really. I don't think we take any of these. I think we just re-roll. I don't really see a huge advantage in doing these. Alright, there's a holdover. So we'll do that. Too bad we can't pair it with the whatchamacallit, but this is fine. Could make this cost less, I guess, just so I always want to play this. And it's redrawable, unlike these. Spend every little bit of money we can here. Still are, like, relatively weak. I feel like we can take this, but it's a little iffy. Honestly, a little iffy. I think we can take it. So, for this boss, we want to go Phoenix. I think we do the same thing, but we go bottom floor. Because eventually we want the Zealot above. Apparently I tried to play the ability. Might want to take one of these out because I'm taking a ton of damage here. I mean, if I get Immortal Trade, we're good. But yeah, I should mitigate my damage here, I think. As tempting as it is to play the Soul Smelter and the other thing, I think we just want to play the Alchemy here. Okay. I could throw some perils here. I don't think I want to, though. We really need to get our immortal trade soon, though. Alright, we did not get it in time. And then we drew these this turn. That's pretty fucking shitty. Oh well. We're gonna have to let the Zealot do the work here. I guess I want to incant down here this turn now. Yeah, we need to get that Pyre Gel in there. You dying certainly sucks. Man, I really didn't play this one that well. God, this is just so fucking unfortunate. Well, I can do this. That's pretty good. Or I could put it up here. We do it here. Yeah, okay, that's looking better. We should get through this time. That's a ton of Pyre Gel. Yeah, we got through it. And we got all of our stuff played, so that's good. Alright, disaster averted. You could maybe argue I actually played that as effectively as possible, but I don't know. These suck. Even by ring 3, these suck. Even in a deck that is hurting for early game help, these suck. Why do they have so many consume cards, you know? Like, for a clan that doesn't really have any consume interaction, they have too many consume cards in my opinion. Like, does Pyre Cask really need to be consume? Is it really that good? One single target Pyre Gel for a spell that costs Ember? Seems awful to me. And if it seems awful, it's because it is. At least the Snotty Whelp does more Pyre Gel and can replay every two turns, but it is only the first card. Yeah, if I am to take anything here, it's the Snotty Whelp. I just don't think I take anything. I mean, this deck just wants to get to Perils and Immortal Trade as soon as possible, and Pyreball, and taking this trash just gets in the way of that. And then we actually have the polar opposite of clans here as far as commons go, by the way, in my opinion. You got Pyreborn, which I think has the worst commons in the game, just as a pool. They still have some good ones like Alchemy, right? But just as a whole, worst commons in my opinion. Then you got Umbra, best commons in my opinion. And this is a pretty okay example. I think almost certainly we take the Prismal Dust. Now, there obviously is a certain amount of redundancy there with the Immortal Trade, but as I can see in that last fight, I can't, like my shit is squishy enough that, especially into a Siphon Archeon, that I can't really bet on getting my Immortal Trade when I need it. And the Prismal Dust will be another great card to have. Plus it just pairs well with my Ember Gain mechanics. Plus it's just good into the Dominion fight as well. And again, instead of saving, we got a loot here. Arcanist Savagery is nobody to fuck around with. Now, we could take the Hidden Coffers at this point, especially when the other stuff doesn't really do anything for us. I mean, the Conduit 4 at least helps a little bit with the Pyreball, but it's not really that good. None of these do anything for me right now, and the Hidden Coffer, I mean, Hidden Coffers, when we know we don't have the other one, isn't as good, right? Because the difference between 8 and 10 eggs really isn't anything. It's only when you get to that 11th egg do things start to pop off and you start getting boss relics and stuff. But I could still argue that the Hidden Coffers is better here, because by mid-game we should be getting max eggs, hopefully. And, you know, we'll at least get some more resources out of it. I mean, the other thing is we could take the Taskmaster's Lash, but I can't think of any pings we could get from here on out that would be worth trying to make that work with our Phoenix, for example, when he's already squishy. You know, there's not any 1 damage pings I can think of. And the insignia, I mean, in the same vein, it's like, are we really going to get that much spell damage that we even care about that? Probably not, so I will just take the coffers here, or I'll skip. But I think 25 gold at this point is not super relevant, so I think I will just take the hidden coffers. And I'm pretty certain we go left here. This Zealot vanilla is not so good, but if I can just add it a quick multi-health, anything like that, even a large stone, it becomes quite good. And we could use another unit. So yeah, we'll go left here. Dualism. I don't even know if I like that on any of them. I mean, I could do dualism on the Zealot as well, and it's 10 Pyre Gel, but I don't think that's very good. I mean, it's certainly not better than a multi-strike. Let's see what this is. Ooh, okay. Now that makes this hidden coffers way better of a pick. So definitely we're just taking Greed Dragon here. Now, do I focus my upgrades on it? Because I could just put Endless on it right now, which is the best upgrade for it. I mean, obviously we just do that. And it does have some use right now because, you know, I got those alchemies, and we can pop with it. So I can't really reroll here, but I should do something. So I think I get more out of a dualism on the Magma Cultist. At 3 Ember, I don't know that Zealot is really worth me playing much. I may just want to put this health on Cultist. I don't know. I think it is better. So, yeah, I think I should also do this. I mean, we got a dupe here. So, well, we got to dupe here the steel. My thought is, like, I don't have to dupe the Greed Dragon until here, probably. And by that time, I might even be able to get another good upgrade on it, rather than just putting, like, 14 attack on it. I'd love to get a multi-strike or Smidge Stone, or even... A Titanite would be weird. I think Titanite with Endless is weird, so I probably wouldn't want Titanite. But certainly I would like a multi-strike ideally. Also just, I don't know, quick, multi, those are fine. Smidge Stone. But probably do want to take this. I will say we're pretty low on gold, but yeah, Miser, we've got, I guess we're not cashing in on the eggs anymore, but I think we should do this. I guess since he's a sweeper, we'll just put it there. Zealot's not going to be a very focused thing in this run anyway. That would help. Leaky Pen in the context of Holdover Peril is pretty good, but in the context of my deployment phase is not very good. Man, I am leaning toward that Leaky Pen though, huh? Yeah, we're doing that. I can still take an Ember upgrade to help with deployment. So we want the dragon down below. I think we should just bait the dude out top with a warden. I want to try to get some money with a miser. I'm going to try to play this after I've already gotten some eggs, though. I don't think it's like super useful for me to just vanilla put it down. So let's put this guy down. Alright, we got the perils now. I think I'll play it. likely to hit this perils. If I don't, so be it. I think I want to play these cards out anyway. So I want to get you there. I think I want... I mean, I might as well play this now. That way it protects a potential zealot, which I want to play at the bottom. Alright, we don't get the fucking thing. I mean... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was a 6 out of 10 chance. I guess it's not that good. But maybe the play still made sense. I don't know. We'll get 1 siphon here. That's fine. I just want to hit some damage there while we're at it. I'm going to wait on the dust. And still keep this guy alive with a moral trade. Well, not really. They're fine. I'm going to keep going here, actually, because I do want 7. Man, if only we drew Pyre this turn. We really aren't drawing very well. If I put this here, it does unfortunately siphon again. But maybe that's okay. I don't know. We actually do want... It's okay that he dies, because we want this guy to get played up here eventually, I think. So where am I going to put this? Do I put it here then? Because we're probably not going to put him up top. We also do need to get some eggs in play. Like, is it that important that I get this zealot played? I think we do actually want to get some eggs in play. This is good too, because we kill that guy, which makes our life a little easier. Play this, we can take the vengeful shard damage. It is unfortunate that he's getting 2 siphons here. I think we just put him down there. He's already had pretty good stats. Do I want to take Pyre damage to this? I mean, I'm gonna anyway. There's not really anything I can do about that. Let's get this guy some Pyre gel while we can. That actually... That works pretty well there. I will do that. If I can mitigate some Pyre damage, because obviously we're going to kill him with Greed Dragon. So I don't need to be taking any more Pyre damage. I wouldn't mind keeping this guy alive. I'd have to take 1 more Pyre damage. Well, I could just do this. That's fine, right? Then I still got the room for this guy to come up eventually. I think we still wait on the dust. He's doing a lot of fucking damage though, huh? I think we still put this in here since the Greed Dragon will go in front. Maybe he shouldn't, but I think he should. Actually, we'll do this. That at least gets me a... Ooh, that's a big old fucking hit. Nice. Alright, this is all fine and dandy. We might even get some eggs out of this. Wait, why did... Oh, dualism. I've never had that interaction, I don't think. So the dualism here applied. Alright, you're dead. Is there any reason to play any more cards? Not really. So... Alright, so we get some eggs out of that. Nice. I gotta remember not to loot them. Obviously, a Shroud Mitosis is useless. Hell Furnace could be useful. Blazing Bolts, somewhat useful. Definitely not better than the Pyre Ball. I could honestly see just skipping these. I mean, the Hell Furnace is just doing what Phoenix does. But Phoenix... I don't even know how relevant the whole Pyrogel thing is going to be once Greed Dragons take over. I honestly think we just skip these. They're not that good. I could take one more vanilla Greed Dragon, I suppose. It's really not that bad of an idea when I'm holding eggs. And because it's Leaky Pen, we've already got that 2 additional draw. I do want to help my deployment phase a little bit, so I'm still going to take the Ember here. Almost looted it. Could go either way here. Pyre health might be nice if I'm not going to be hitting it, which right now it's looking like I'll probably hit it there, but that's about it. But we may end up with just Pyre health cards like that egg one. If I go left, I get more money. Alcove could be real nice. I mean, the Umbra is certainly useless to me. And at this point, I mean, all I'd really be looking for, ideally, is a Spell Chain on the Perils. That'd be a really good upgrade, don't get me wrong, but Consume Remove isn't even that good for me at this point. Like, I don't need the Alchemy to be Consume Removed, because we're just, once we get to our eggs, we're just removing Alchemy. And then, which honestly is probably just one more fight. And then, I could even get rid of the Soul Smelter. Our deck is going to be real thin. Yeah, I really don't see any reason to hit the Merchant of Magic here. I mean, double stack would be nice with the Prismal Dust, but again, like, and I guess Consume Remove would be good for it, but again, it's not better than Immortal Trade. And if we're not, you know, it's either Spell Chain or Bust, so we're just not adding much value to the deck if we don't hit Spell Chain. Whereas if I go left, sure, I could, you know, the Spell Chain, it's a 4 out of 7 chance, so slightly better than a 50-50 that we find it. But 3 out of 7 times, it's a complete brick to go to the right here. Whereas if I go to the left, sure, I could completely brick the Trinkets and the Alcove, but what do you think the odds of that are? I don't know the exact odds, but I'm just going to say that I have a better than a 3 out of 7 chance to not brick. So we'll go left here. Alright, Mind Jax is already good. Manifest is not good. Teeth of Gold is obviously not good. We'll just take the Mind Jax then. Could pivot to Overlord here, but there's no real point. Might as well get the value out of Pyromaniac that we can get. Ooh, Rail Spike could be good. None of the other stuff could. So yeah, we obviously got some good value here. I could even argue it's on par with a Spell Chain. We could remove something. No need yet, though. There's really no need to do it yet. We wait until we got full eggs, and then we can just start removing the egg stuff. I probably should have thought about this trial a little bit more, but I feel like at this point I'm feeling pretty confident in this deck. So we've got the 2 extra pip here. It still doesn't mean I can play Phoenix, double Cultist, and Greed Dragon on the floor, but it does mean I can play Phoenix, 1 Magma Cultist, and a Greed Dragon, which I think is what I'll do eventually. So the initial play here is them, the Endless Greed Dragon, and I'm going to put a Miser up here just in case if the Collector comes, I want to get that extra gold. We could probably finish down below, so let's do that. Let's go here. It's a little risky, but I'm going to put this here. do need the Scree Dragon to die. It looks like he will. He's got all this corruption on him. You're just masters at bottom decking this Perils, apparently. Got a 1 out of 5 to hit it with that. I mean, either way, as long as I don't draw a Cultist, it's a good draw here. I think we'll just do this. Alright, beautiful. I am a master. We could just put this here. But I think I'd rather just go... Let's see. Collector hasn't spawned yet. Let's put these behind. I don't think the boss is ever going to make it all the way up here, so in case the Collector comes here, I do want that Miser to get the hit. I'm playing the other 2 cards out, though, in order to... We're just not going to play that other Greed Dragon, and that's fine. Let's see, what do we got here? We got 6... We got 6, 12, 18, 21. Okay, so it dies to corruption. We don't have to worry about our dude in the back here. You're dead. Might as well hit you with that. I don't know why I did that. It was pointless. Look at that. I predicted it. 10 Avarice. Beautiful. Suppose we don't need to be taking any more damage here. I'm just going to get these going. So I'll make my redraw as good as possible. What are we at? We got 8 soul, that's 2 eggs. We just do this then. I hope this is enough to beat the boss. I mean, I can get some lifesteal on him, ideally. Alright, we're guaranteed to get it, so that's good. So let's do that, that, and that. Literal bottom deck. That's fine. What we're going to do is play just it. Oh, that's super fucking annoying. You know what, though? We already got 9 eggs. We only need 1 more egg, so this is fine. Now I can get rid of my egg stuff. Damn, I'm really already out of water. What the hell? Greed. Too late for me to care about greed. This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. If you look at how my deck has been, it's like, it'd be a cute card to add, but again, it's just junk that I'm adding when I want to get to my good cards. And if I'm going to keep bottom decking my Perils and Immortal Trade, I can't be adding more ways to do that. So, in equivalent exchange, this could be a run where you take it, though. That would give me a reason to at least hold one of these egg cards, but again, then I'm keeping junk in the deck and adding more junk to the deck for something that just isn't really that needed. So these are skips. Oh, mama. Okay. Hello, Furnace Tap. Welcome to the team. There's some downside here in that, you know, obviously with the endless Greed Dragons, it wouldn't persist on death, but there is a certain point where you play them and they're not going to die. And honestly, all 3 of these are good. The Void Binding is great too, but the Furnace Tap is just a value play here. If anything, I think I foresee a lot of fights actually being a similar setup to what we just had, where that Zealot is behind them. And even though the Zealot isn't necessarily scaling its damage, it kind of is with the Perils, but it's still a good Furnace Tap to play on it if need be. So we're Furnace Tapping for sure. So I talk shit on Perils, but Perils definitely is finally doing good for us. So I don't know. I will say, we did say we might go to the Magic here. And I've certainly got with that Furnace Tap now, we've got big reasons to hit the magic. And the dupe, I don't know that the dupe is all that good. And the vortex, it's kind of good, but again, beyond just removing the 2 soul smelters and the 2 alchemies, do I even really need anything else to be removed from this deck? Not really. And even the soul smelters, I don't know, they're less priority than the alchemies. And because at least the soul smelters does give me some extra damage on like the zealot and stuff. Whereas if I go to the right, I'm getting a horde and an alcove, and then it's like the sky is the limit with this magic, because it's like, okay, now I have consumer move or double stack on the furnace tap. I have spell chain on the perils. I could put another holdover on the other perils. I wouldn't hate that. You know, I've already got double draw upgrade, right? So it's not like that hard to do that. Pretty much impossible to miss at this magic. Whereas if I were to dupe right now, it's like I wouldn't really want to dupe my Greed Dragon yet. Like I said, I want to hit that Merchant of Steel first. I would just be duping like probably a Furnace Tap, vanilla, which is not better than double stacking it. It's not better than consumer moving it. So we're going to the right. Alright, Spell Chain, boom. I said I would hold over the perils, but I think if I have a Spell Chain on the one already, I don't like that as much anymore. I might be open to a holdover. I just don't think I benefit from another holdover on anything right now. Maybe we can take a look at the alcove. Yeah. I guess we can take that. It's better than 25 gold, maybe. Probably Awoken. There's heals. There's the... we're going to have a good amount of rage now from this perils, and we might end up with Void Binding. So Adaptive Mutation could be good. Beyond those two, though, is there really that much that we care about? I already know I don't want Under Legion, because Under Legion rares are like the weakest in the game. I mean, we could look just to look at them, though. So, Awoken, where are you at? Rail Spike's fine. We already got one, though, so it's a little less valuable to have 2 of them, since you can draw them. Especially with a thin deck, you draw them both alongside each other. That's not great. Channel Song would be pretty good. I mean, it would most ideally hit the Endless Greed Dragon. The only problem there is I just don't see myself... Unless I get Intrinsic on it, I wouldn't see myself playing it. Or, like, not playing it at the start just to try to Channel Song it. But if I do get Intrinsic on it, I would actually do that. Old Growth, probably not that good here. Shard Challenger's useless. Spreading Spore is useless. Wildwood is good. Wildwood Tome is, I guess, okay. I don't even know if it's that beneficial to me to put it on the sweeper, though. But the Adaptive Mutation, I think, is the best thing here, because that actually makes my Zealot into a beast. Then Cycle of Life sucks. Luna, what about Luna? Bad, semi-okay, not that good. Not as good as any of those Awoken cards. Bad, bad, bad. I mean, I guess Invocation could be good if it's like with the Furnace Tap or something. Actually, yeah, Invocation would be good. Tome, bad. Silver Ink, bad. Tidal Turning, bad. Heavenfall, bad. So, Awoken's winning so far, and I'm almost certain that it'll beat Under Legion, but we'll just check to be sure. Spike the Legion, it's like, sure, I could propagate some Rage. It's not that good to do that. I could propagate some Damage Shield. That's technically good, but think of how relevantly we've played Damage Shield so far. We just haven't. And even with the Lifesteal, it's like, it's just getting more of something that we haven't really needed. That would be probably the best card. Mitosis Cap would be shit. Tome Evergrowth would be bad. Unearthed Treasure, I guess, could be okay. Not that good, though. I mean, we just can't keep our consume pile that clean. Wrecking Pain is horrible. Contagious is horrible. Deadly Variant is god-awful. The Great Decay would not be so good for us unless we can find Consume Remove. And Fungi in a Suit is obviously hilariously bad for us. Like I said, Under Legion, horrible rares. Alright. Couldn't get much worse than this, but I guess we'll take the channel song. It's really dependent on finding an intrinsic, but out of these, yeah, that's what we'll take. I guess it could get worse. I could have got like Cycle of Life instead of the channel song there. I wouldn't mind pseudo removing this Perils, I suppose. It's just a little awkward in the deck right now. Alright, we got double stack. I guess the intrinsic isn't going to happen, but this is definitely getting double stacked. Permafrost. I guess I could put it here. Just to get cost reduction on it, plus this cost reduction. Because consumer move is not going on this if I ever find it. So, I think this is fine. It just gives me a nice power spike of a play. I suppose a 10 here is decent. And we should remove one of these alchemies. Alright, good to go. Heaven's Seal is a little scary. Is it really, though? I mean, these guys are pretty fucked. The boss is easy. It's a lot of gold to give up. I think we can be fine here. This should be fine. I can blast him with Pyrogel mid for anything that doesn't die in the bottom and mid. Then the top floor we can play that other Greed Dragon, which maybe is facilitated with, you know, whatchamacallit, but I think for now we definitely want to put you at the bottom and you behind. That will clear up most of everything. Yeah, I mean, it's killing that guy. That's the most important thing. Will we bottom deck Perils again? Probably, but okay, they're all dead. That's nice. I don't even think I want to redraw this. I'm just going to do that. I don't even care if this guy has enough stats that I don't even really care that much about really anything with him. Is it better served here or here? I think it's better served here for now. I know it won't kill that guy, but we're gonna follow up. I think we'll do this. It's not the ideal cultist to have here, but I don't think we care too much. Let's do that. We are, of course, have we bottom deck Perils every single fight? I'm pretty sure we've done every fight. Every fight that we needed it at least. Alright, they're taken care of just fine. Hopefully we get the Greed Dragon here. We don't. Let's see, this does 6. I should play this out first. This is here. I don't even know if it's a good idea to put this up there, though. Just do that. Alright, this is fine. We still are just drawing like ass. Well, man, can I at least get a Pyre Ball or some shit? If I do this, I cannot play the Greed Dragon mid, but I think that's okay. I'm going to take that money for sure. I think we can just leave space to play a Greed Dragon up top. Okay, he's actually dying now just from that, so we're good there. And we'll just make sure that we don't lose Relentless by doing that. Well, if that's the case, we can just do this then. No need to redraw that shit. I do need... It is looking pretty clear, though, that I do need to get rid of those Crucible Wardens as well, so maybe the Vortexes were a little more useful than I gave them credit for, but I'm still glad that we hit the whatchamacallit. Is it even beneficial for me to keep doing that when I'm getting sapped? I don't think so. I will do that. This guy just can't go down. I mean, I could sacrifice my own Lord Phoenix, though. Or sacrifice the Cultist. All of those are viable plays. If I need it to happen. So much sap. I guess I should hit the rage there. I don't think we'll need anything. This guy's going to clear that boss, no problem. Could also Pyre Ball my own guy if need be. Alright, easy peasy. My life for ire. Oh wait, that's the wrong zealot. Too late for me to care about Sacrificial Chamber, right? Is it? I don't know. It's a lot of gold. Really good room. What was that? Ring 5 or 4? It's ring 5. That boss is easier than all the ring 4 bosses, by the way. Am I wrong? Maybe not. Maybe the sap boss is easier, but definitely not harder than Kel or fucking Judgment dude. Yeah, let's just skip these. They're not needed. There's a world where Caven could be okay, but not this world. Not the world we're living in, which is called reality. Alright, now we can start duping the Greed Dragon. I mean, we definitely got to clear out a bunch of junk. Endless. I could put Endless on the other one. It's really not a bad play. Now they're both doing stuff. I don't know if dualism is really worth it here. Damage shield. If I'm gonna put it on anyone, it should be the zealot. I mean, because honestly, I'm gonna get rid of cultists. I'm gonna get rid of both these wardens and the miser, ideally. I don't know if I have enough removals to do that. I mean, I am a little bit inclined to go to this vortex. I mean, I got that vortex as well, so I think it's doable. So if that's the case, like, do I even want a damage shield? It would just go on zealot, but zealot wants quick. I don't think these greed dragons want quick as much as zealot wants quick. So let's just say fuck it and move on, you know. Let's go here. Alright, multi-strike. That definitely goes to Greed Dragon. Large stone, we don't have enough floor space for large stone, so that's not happening. We got another Merchant of Steel we're hitting, so for now let's just dupe this one. That is a fine dupe. And let's start making some removals, so I don't know, the Soul Smelter is actually a better card right now than the Wardens. Like these units, I just don't have the pip to play all these units, so I really do need to get rid of these units, and the Wardens are the least useful, so let's get rid of them. And I might as well make another. I mean, we got 4 removals in our future, so that's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5, 6 that I ideally need to do. So I got 6 removals to do, so I can keep removing here. If I am going to remove, let's just remove that shitty one because they cost so much. Alright, feeling good about it. Alright, Strixon Hollow. Let's see how you deal with my dragons. I think I still will go mid here, though, because I can go Phoenix, my good cultist, and one of these dudes. But for sure, we're still just doing this. I mean, this clears out everything. It makes it so they'll never get that quick in the haste enchanter. Like, this is just the play here. Alright. I think we're going to bottom deck whatchamacallit again. Whether we do or not, I also wonder if maybe at this point this is probably making more sense. Especially for, yeah, let's just go in on this Hemorrhage Train, right? This does 6, so we might as well draw the full Monty here. Unless I want to get this guy in. But I need to, if I draw 6 right now, I'm guaranteeing that I get my holdover perils. If I draw 5, I also am as well, though, by next turn, right? So shouldn't I just put this guy down? Might as well. Alright, we got our holdover perils. Might as well actually put it here. This guy's got 4 strikes. Let's go for a flying kill. Instead of the cultists, I'm going to put this in. That way I get some gold. Actually, yeah, this does get gold, so that's good. Put you up there. Put that there. The Endless just isn't going to come into play until the Dominion fight or the Titan fight. Like, my dudes don't need to die anymore. No sense taking all that damage. I don't need to take any Pyre damage. There's nothing available. Channel Song, you had a chance. I mean, I guess I removed a bunch of cards, but those cards suck, so Channel Song wouldn't have sucked here anyway. Like, I'm telling you, this card just sucks so much ass. The depths of ass that this card sucks are unfathomable. Let's put you here so we can get some Pyre Gel going. I guess it was an incant, so that's something. I should have used my ability there. Who needs to do that, though, you know? Oh, I had the guy up there. I should do these here, right? Still don't have enough ember to do all this shit. Hit them good. Are we like not gonna get a flying kill? I'm pretty sure we're gonna get one, right? There's like 4 MAs remaining. Alright, nobody's up top, so we can just burn all these. Of course, this is the turn we get all the ember when I got like nothing to fucking play here. Like, okay. Alright, you can take that gladly. Okay, you're dead, so we're definitely getting a flying kill, which does mean we get less hits with Miser, but you know, it is what it is. I'll gladly play gold to embarrass this fucker, you know, because he deserves it. Die, bitch. I'll see you in hell. Oh wait, we're in heaven. Okay. That line worked better in Monster Train 1. The world's worst Glutton Maw. You're looking at it. I guess we could take Umbra Stone. It's potentially alright. Do I take another Ember? I don't think I do. I think we're fine just deploying that minimal amount. We can try to get some value out of Channel Song sometimes, you know? Alright, we're going left. We need this Vortex. We need this health. We're good to go. Look at that. Multi-strike. That is the ideal upgrade. And we can reroll for quick, I think. Or we could just settle for Titanite, which would help with the corruption. You know, we're looking at an upgrade on Zealot right now, so... I mean, I could reroll and technically not afford what comes out. But... I mean, Titanite would be probably the second best upgrade. Do I really need a quick? It would help. Look at that. Beautiful. And let's see, Miser, your time is up, but Alchemy's time is up first, and maybe one of these Soul Smelters' time is up. At least I can earn gold with the Miser, so that's something. Yeah, sure, Phoenix is here, I guess. Shouldn't be a problem, right? I hope not. I actually could take a pip upgrade. I'm just so used to not taking a pip upgrade that, you know, but this is fine. All the relevant stuff here is dying. Oh, Perils, are you bottom decking on me again, buddy? Draw 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could just play it right now. That's probably the best play. Could actually play Channel Song now, though. That's probably... should try to get some value out of it. And look at that, we got a fucking Greed Dragon out of it. Beautiful. Let's put you in the front. That's dying. There you go, Perils. At least you're not fully bottom decking here. Alright, let's not take damage. Let's put Umberstone on. Let's play that. Let's play, I guess, this. And here you can earn us 10 gold and die. Oh wait, no, you owe 20 gold. Perfect. We don't need that. Actually, if I can get lifesteal, I should put it on Miser. That would be a legit play to make. I guess... oh no, it's right here. What am I saying? Beautiful. We'll put this... I don't even want to put that down, right? Because then I'm not going to get all this yummy gold. Yeah, we don't want that. I could start trying to kill this guy, though. Let's do that. Let's try to kill Phoenix. Then I can eventually put the other Greed Dragon mid. Just to get it out of the deck. Yeah, you can keep earning us gold. You're doing a good job over there. Here, let's make it so you never run out. I think we're going to be fine. We got 4 waves. I can eventually lifesteal this. And then... you know, because they'll burn all the lifesteal right now. I might as well wait until later, right? Oh, here, you can have some Pyre gel. Is there any reason to playing this? Oh, I drew it again. You know what? I got time. Alright, there we go. And we got that out of the deck, so we'll retry. We're drawing it every turn now. Pretty much guaranteed. Actually, for sure guaranteed. Wait, why am I putting the rage there? What am I doing? Alright, you can have it now. Because there's not going to be enough turns left for this guy to actually eat through his 9 lifesteal here. I think the dupe at this point goes on the Furnace tab. Especially if I can get like a consumer move or something on it. Wait, people fucking survived? How? And I'm not a math expert or anything, but it seems like they should not have fucking survived there. So what if I do that? Perfect. Y'all are dying. And that's all I care about. Your death. It's my life's work. Boom. Zealot gets the kill and dies. A true Zealot would do that. Spoiler alert. These are getting skipped. Sorry. I know this is a spoiler spree. Spoiler spree, actually. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. It's a spoiler spree. That's what this place is. Another Umberstone? Probably don't need another one. Probably don't need another one. Cave-In is looking kinda legit. Starting to look legit. Otherwise, I do gotta kill... well, I don't have to. I'm trying to think. I only really need the 3 Greed Dragons, 1 in the front of each floor. So... skip. Don't you dare loot, Gabriel. Don't you do it. Double stack here? I like it here. Then actually, it lasts longer. Which is a good thing. Versatile Ember Staff. Does this really play? Sometimes. Enough for me to care? Let's make our removals first and see. Don't want the miser. Don't want the soul smelter. I think that's everything, right? I don't need any more removals, really. I mean, there's some nice to have removals, like the Ember Caches. Honestly, the Magma Cultist as well. I don't really know what purpose it serves right now. But it does potentially do something. I wish I could remove Phoenix from the deck. I mean, mid-floor is 7 pip. So it's like, it's not necessarily a downside to have the Magma Cultist. I think it's fine. We can keep it. I will feel bad, I think, not taking this Ember Staff. Let's take it. This is literally what I was re-rolling for, though, was Lightstone Casing. Now I wish I didn't have the Ember Staff, you know, because now I really wish I had that extra fucking gold. Because I could do so much more here. But I think we'll take it, because if we're going to double... Yeah. So... I think... I don't really need the double stack on the Immortal Trade, I guess. I'd do it if I had the extra gold, but now I kind of have to re-roll. I really want Consumer Move here, but if it's Spell Chain, I might as well just bring it to a 1 and Hell Vent it. I don't even really need to re-roll if that's the case. I could just say that double stacking... Like, here is actually an okay double stack. Just get the extra rage, but I think it's here, because now I can, like, play this, and it actually lasts, even on a quadruple striking unit. And especially on the ones that aren't quadruple striking, it lasts quite a while. So I think we'll just do that. We obviously can't re-roll here. We really don't need the Pyre Ball, I think, more than 1 play worth, so we'll just consume it. And I will dupe this. And we should be good to go. Now, in this fight, even with a bunch of lifesteal, our front unit will die, so that is something to keep in mind. I'm okay if this guy fucking dies. Wow, Channel Song, you're so good. And by good, I mean you suck complete ass. What do we do with this turn? We could draw 5... It would be nice if I didn't... Just once, could I get like a Perils in my opener? We don't want to put the, I think, the Furnace Taps on the Green Dragon. I could actually see putting one of them on the Zealot. Just because this Green Dragon is pretty much ephemeral. We're planning on him dying. That being said, this probably makes sense to put here more than anything. And... Let's see, draw 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I do want to do this. If I can get the Perils this turn, that would be ideal. Draw 4, that should be fine. We don't get the Perils, but we get a Perils. You know, I was putting the Perils in this guy. I think if I am gonna... I think in this fight, it actually makes sense to stack this Zealot. What else do we want to do here? I do want Phoenix probably to die. But it's not like that imperative. I'd rather just get this into play. Oh, look at that. We got Ember Staff. But we did not draw a card. I guess that's because the Awoken's Rail Spike. Let's just get all 3 of these out. The sooner they get dying, the better. I'm okay trying to Perils the Zealot eventually, since we're going to be pouring some resources into him. And honestly, I'm okay with Umbra Stunning it as well. Now, do I want to pour, like, every Furnace Tap into it? Probably not, but I will pour this one into it. Actually, I'm just going to throw that there. put you here so I can pair you with that. I'm going to wait on these. I need to see what the RNG of his pathing ends up with. I don't think there's any reason to save these. This actually would just get immediately wasted. I mean, even he is like iffy. But I think with this much damage shield, he'll be fine. Still wonder though if maybe waiting on the furnace tap until this guy comes back down is better. We do maybe want him to die because next turn he should be coming up top. And maybe we want to keep... Yeah, this guy dying would be good. This guy dying would be good too. Let's keep you... I guess you alive? I'm still going to wait on the first tab. I should have used my ability there. Alright, yeah, you dying here is ideal. He should die. I guess we can keep you alive. I mean, I could do this. It probably makes sense. I don't need to keep redrawing it. At this point, that probably is making sense. Ooh, nice redraw. That's a pretty good amount of damage, I would say. Him dying is fine, because he'll be back there next turn. We'll remember it this time. I'll just put it here so I can get an incant. You know what, we'll give you some extra incants too. No flying kill, which sucks, but we didn't really... If I wanted a flying kill, I should have focused more on like one of the greed dragons, I suppose. But this is fine. This guy's dead as a doornail. Boom. Seraph's life for ire. So this run was mainly cursed in the first 3 rings, I would say. It definitely opened up past that point. I mean, once we found the Greed Dragon, it's typical Greed Dragon stuff, right? It's like once you find the Greed Dragon, the sky's the limit. Honestly, the Zealot, I mean, the Zealot also is something, you know, if we never found a Greed Dragon, but we found everything else, like this could be a Zealot run. I mean, as you saw there, the Zealot actually did most of the damage there because we focused on it, but... You know, there's stuff, I'm saying. Stuff available on this run. Still no pair. Captain's Date, Starlog 69 or something. Still no perils in my opener. But maybe I'll draw into it. That seems to be something I'm pretty good at doing. Okay, for this fight, I still think we put another one of these into this guy. I don't know if it's like super beneficial for me to do that right now. But out of everything here, you know what? I don't know. I don't think for this fight the Zealot needs that. Then again, sure, let's just let the Zealot shine. I can throw the other Furnace Tap on somebody else, though. Alright, there's a Perils right on time, as usual. Do I want this guy to die? Probably. Do I want you to die? Maybe not. Here, let's get you in, start some Pyre Gel going. Oh, you... Really? Dude, like I said, Channel Song always finds amazing ways to be useless. It can't even work with a damn card in the clan. Awoken's Rail Spike is in the clan. What a piece of ass. And I'm not talking the good kind. I suppose we can take this 1 damage just to get this piece of shit out of here. I do want to save this, though, for the Zealot. Alright, I do want to... This turn, I know I'd rather get the Rage there, ideally, but I do also want to get all of, as much of this, as much of this damage here going as possible. Damn it, Curse of Entropy. Why you gotta do me like that? So, do I wait on this? Because these guys are definitely dying this fight a lot, because they're getting blasted by entropy each turn. I think we just put it here. It's fine. We should draw that Prismal Dust before too long. Do I even... This guy doesn't really need to live. Does he really need to die, though? This is gonna die, though. Poke us back out with the shovel. Bonus points for anyone that gets that reference. I know you've been on the internet for a while if you got that one. Yeah, I mean, he's doing his thing, I've got a 1,000,000 damage shield here. 870. He doesn't need to die. Mainly, it's just awkward, because I'm not going to get the damage anyway this turn when the dude's here, so it's like, why have him die? If anything, I'd rather have this guy die like this turn or whatever, but even he's not going to do that, because I don't have my ability. I've already blasted my Pyre Ball. There's no way I can actually kill him. And honestly, if he's not going to die that turn, I might as well keep him alive. This is the only guy that dies in a relevant turn, so we'll let him die. As you can see, we're killing him just fine anyway, without focusing on the Greed Dragons, like, dying and whatnot. This guy does have, incant, but if I'm quick and whatnot, do we even really care? Then again, 383, yeah, he's dying, so it doesn't matter. We want him to die, so I suppose we just keep him alive. Oh god, we got a long time to wait up here, and there's nothing we got for that guy. Well, I might as well wait on that ability then. It's just a waiting game at this point. That's one. It is one of those low attack Pyres. Do I have anything left in my deck that can help accelerate that? I don't think so. You dying? You know, that's okay. We'll give him a refresher. We'll give him a refresher. Our Zealot is now out damaging him, so he definitely needs a refresher. Really wish that when these guys were both down to like 1 health that the damage would spill over to Dominion. Like, I feel like there's no point in not doing that. You're getting big old Vengeful Shard value. You're dying? Okay, I guess you could use a refresher too. Maybe you can have that. Dominion, you're about to die. Just give up. They really do need to add like a forfeit. Dominion should have like a forfeit option. Right, you're finally dead. Should we give you lifesteal? Oh, I can't. Okay, whatever. Alright, GG's. Greed Dragon strikes again. Although, honestly, Zealot proved its worth there. Tell you who did not prove their worth. Lord Phoenix and the Magma Incanter, Cultist, whatever. I am not sold on that. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's usable, but you can see there just the difference in the power level of game plans, right? Like a Pyre Gel spamming game plan, which obviously we didn't lean into it, but even if we had built into it, it was never going to top that. Unless I hit like crazy absolute nuts, which I wouldn't even say we even hit the nuts there with necessarily. Like we hit good upgrades, but we didn't hit the nuts with a lot of the stuff. We did it with Pyre or Ember Drain stuff for sure. Well, let's see what everyone else did here. 72k. I mean, definitely I would have liked to have the coffers, but I still stand by my decision, I think. Alright, deployable, Hell Furnace, Miser, Cultist, Perils. I don't immediately see why this is. I guess there's a lot of artifacts here. Pyre tab. Yeah, I'm not seeing the crazy flying kill here. I mean, I must be missing something. Is there some sort of infinite that I'm not seeing? Yeah, someone's going to have to explain that one to me. I don't really get how that's killing turn 1 on Seraph. Doesn't seem like it should be able to. Am I missing something with the artifacts, perhaps? Oh, I guess Emote Tome. Yeah, Emote Tome could make the Furnace Tap pretty wild. Honestly, though, I still don't see how it gets the flying kill. Maybe there can be so much incant spam that the multi-strikes make up for it, but yeah, I'm not really seeing that one. D-Mix. Glutton's Maw. Wow, so you got somebody that actually went with the morsel route. I guess there was a morsel maker somewhere. Ooh, that was a powerful Mind Collapse. Looks like there was an intrinsic somewhere. We just didn't find it, I guess. Cave-in. Gotta, you know, I respect anybody that takes the cave-in. Cave-in is respectable. Greed Holdover. Wow, that is some dedication to that card. Another thing I want to check. So they took the trial. Only took 7 damage. Just wondering if like everybody also like skipped the trial and stuff. 11 damage. I still don't know if I like taking that trial. It's like 33 damage taken. I just feel like there's so much risk if things go worse, you know? Yeah, like this. I mean, I definitely don't like the stuck-up whelp, but yeah. So the two people that died actually, they took stuck-up whelp, which I don't think anybody else took, right? Let's see. Oh, it's like the buttons are like changing on me. That's interesting UI decision. Wait, okay. Kel, did you take it? You did not take it. I obviously did not take it. Alvin Sang did not take it. I'm pretty sure that's Alvin Sang, right? DMX did not take it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if... I'm trying to think what... It was Soul Smelter versus that. Certainly Soul Smelter's better. Is that the difference maker between being able to get through that, though? I don't know. I feel like you can still get through it with Stuck Up Whelp, so... Maybe... Like with Bazooka, I feel like that plus taking the trial might make it unwinnable. But with Icarus, I feel like skipping the trial and taking the whelp, it still probably should have been winnable, but it would have been worse than the Melter, right? You could, instead of getting 10 attack onto a unit, you're having to kind of play this 4 attack, 1 health unit onto a floor. It's just not typically going to be better. I will say there's some situations where it might actually do more damage. Assuming you get a bunch of Pyrogel onto the boss, and then you have another floor that has a good enough tank, which would be the Warden, to tank a few hits. Stuck Up Whelp might do more damage in that case. So I don't know. It feels like it should be able to make it through skipping the trial, but definitely a horrible opening set of cards, for sure. I would definitely consider it cursed. Anyway, though, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.